information communication technology is all about. So ICT, information communication technology. So in simple fashion to say, what is information communication technology? So it is actually, information communication technology is actually nothing but it's an extensional form of information technology. Informational technology. It is an extensional form. Extensional form means what? In simple manner to say, when we club this information communication technology with other aspect, that is transmission of the communication. So when we club it, so then this is the subject matter of information communication technology. So together, when the information technology is clubbed with the transmission of communication, then we will call it as information communication technology. So here, before we proceed anything further, we have to understand what is information technology. Okay, so information technology we have to understand. So in simple manner to say how we can define or how we can say what is information technology means, here information technology refers to, it's a kind of technology which uses computers. So chief tools used here would be computers. So when we use computers for the purpose of storage, retrieval, transmission and manipulation of the information. Okay, so here we are talking about information technology. So in information technology, what happens? So storage of the information takes place, retrieval of the information takes place, manipulation of the information takes place, as well as transmission of the information takes place. So with the help of what? There should be a tool, there should be a vehicle, there should be a weapon, or there should be a tool. So that tool will be computers. So with the help of computers, we will do that. So here we have to understand what we have to understand. So we have to understand things related to various things related to ICT, information communication technology. So in this, like tool, important, one of the important tool is computers. So from here, what we have to pick? We have to pick the important theme of communication. Okay, so whatever the things that will be looking from these two aspects, that would be the subject matter of information communication technology. Okay, if you can understand this, then it would be very easy to understand the scope of the subject and whatever we are going to read, so that you can understand why we are reading all those things. Okay, so that is one. So first, let us try to see the scope in detail with respect to information communication technology. Okay, so if we talk from the perspective of information communication technology, so there what we'll be reading means, so some things you can write, so everything will not be there in the circulated documents. So some things should be there with respect to class itself. So just you can see and you can just have, you will get some other insights. Okay, so with respect to this, what we are going to study is that we have to study some things called information communication technology tools. Okay, first thing is it would be with respect to ICT tools. There are a lot of tools for transmission of this information. Okay, so ICT tools will be there, and along with this we will have some ICT networking. ICT networking, we'll have to see this one also. Okay, then apart from this, we will also have some emerging technologies associated with this. Emerging technologies. Okay, so when we talk from the perspective of the information technology, information communication, ICT tools, that means those tools which are useful for the transmission of the data or transmission of the information or transmission of the information in simple manner. Okay, so can you guess what could be the ICT tools that we will commonly use? What are the ICT tools? Yes, very good. Computers, then very good. Radios, television, then yes, mobile phones, very good. Very good. Satellites. So all of these, they are nothing but the tools. So here, what are the important tools that we use? Means like if you take from old generation to now, so thing would be like radio. Okay. So television. Okay. Then if you see computers. Okay. So then along with this, telephones and mobile phones. And along with this, we also use satellites. So these are the various tools that we will use for the transmission, storage, as well as retrieval and manipulation of the information. Okay. So we have to study all about like radio, like television, all these things. So we also have to study. So why I'm just projecting this means you will get to know what is the scope of this topic, because usually what we will study in science and technology, we'll think that science and technology means only science related concepts might be there, biological concepts might be there. So that's why in exam when you see some things like, for example, like there is a question, let's say for example, if it is with respect to volt or LTE, so then you will think what kind of means like you will think that it has gone to dynamic or current affairs. It's not current affairs. Like volt means voice over long-term evolution or long-term evolution, which is part and parcel of mobile technology, like generation of mobiles. Like when you see in your mobile at the corner, you will get Vivo LTE or LTE. So like this. So all of this is subject matter of this static only. Okay, like there would be a lot of things related to like computers. So we'll have to study all of such kind of things. So from that manner, we'll be studying all these things, okay, revising all these things. So that is one thing. So then if you look from the perspective of the ICT networking, so what we will be there? So we'll have to study, there would be different types of ICT patterns and there would be different types of ICT network connections, okay. So in this, we will study two important things. So ICT network connections, and we'll study ICT network patterns. Okay, so what are the different types of network connections that we can have? Okay, so when we look at that aspect, so two important and two basic ICT network connections will be, one is that it would be with respect to coaxial cables. With the help of coaxial cables, we can connect and we can transmit the information. Like think about your cable connection, cables. So cables will have a wired connection. Can you able to recollect? So with that, the information would be transmitted through the televisions like that. So that is coaxial cables. That is one mode of network connection. Okay. Then optical fiber communication. Optical fiber communication. So this is another mode of another network connection that we can have. Okay, so we can lay, you might have saw like OFC lines or underground OFC lines or such kind of things. So OFC communication, optical fiber communication is another important network connection that we can have. Okay, yes. Yeah, in one way, like OFC communications can be laid down under the sea or in the under the land, okay, everywhere. So that is also one. Okay, so like this. So this is network connections. Two types of network, two important network connections will be there for us. Then there are some important network patterns. What are the important network patterns that we will have? So if you look from that perspective, there will be two important network patterns will be there for us. One would be nothing but internet and other one would be intranet. Internet as well as intranet. So these are the two important network patterns we will have. Okay. So in simple manner to say, what do you mean by internet? Internet means in simple fashion to say, it would be nothing but it's a network of global computers. when all the global computers, that means all the computers across the world, when they are brought on one platform and connected together, such kind of network pattern is known as internet. Okay, network of various global computers. So that is nothing but internet. And in intranet, what would be the various aspects that we'll get? Okay, so when we talk from the perspective of intranet, so there are so many intranet patterns. So one type of pattern in intranet would be like personal area network, PAN. Okay, so other one would be, very good, local area network, LAN. Okay, so then other would be WAN, and this is before to this metropolitan area network, MAN. Okay, so then after that we will have WAN. So wide area network, wide area network, personal area network, local area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. So these are the different types of intranet connections, intranet patterns that we will have. Okay, so that is one. And apart from this, we also have some emerging technologies. So in emerging technologies, we will have various other important aspects. Let's say, for example, artificial intelligence, 5G technology, or like, let's say, machine learning, or like, let's say, deep learning, or like all other important aspects like, let's say, big data. So they're all nothing but some of the emerging technologies and emerging concepts in use will be associated with the information communication technology.